Dang it. Okay, I think it would be best if I get in my little rabbit hole. Come on over here, minigun drone. What, you afraid of me now? Huh? Huh? Here I am. Alright. Welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? Today, I am running through a new game here. Well, a new game on Empyrion. The reason for this is because of update 3.0. Now, the update just dropped yesterday, and I figured I would take you guys through it by starting a new game. I will be continuing our old game. However, there's so much content that's new, as you can already see with some of the foliage here, that I wanted to go ahead and start a new game and show you guys what's going on. So, the first thing you may notice, of course, the escape pod, they updated it so it looks completely wrecked when you wreck. Makes sense. Another thing you may notice is that there is a motorbike construction kit. Now, with this game, instead of just building my own base and everything, I'm actually planning, and it's lucky that I got this close to the MS Titan, I'm planning on taking the MS Titan as a base of operations. Now, there's a few new things in here that we can hit on the way up there, starting with this. This is alien honey, which... Is that drone already shooting at me? Hold on. Drone, I don't want you to shoot at me. Where are you? You are right there. Okay, I'm going to get right under you. Alright, now, a trick that I learned for taking out a drone that's being pesky, get under it and dig straight down for a little bit. This even works fresh off the gate. Dig down. If you go straight down enough that they can't hit you, they won't even shoot. They'll just hover above you. And so I just wait for it to come into view. And let me reload. And then when they're just hovering, just unload at them. Now, with this simple pistol, it takes like 50 plus shots to take the thing out. So I'll be needing to get more... Oh, that's completely misses. I'll be needing to get more ammo as soon as I can. But I figured I gotta take this thing out anyway because it's hovering around the Titan, so... Alright, now I just gotta activate the jetpack, and I'm actually going to come and make sure to loot this because, okay, it doesn't have any, but it could have had bullets on it, which would have come in really handy. But another thing that you may notice, of course, new trees in the area, and like I mentioned before, the honey that you can gather off of those little beehive things. There are also bushes in here inside the forest with what they call Akua berries, which are a food source. Now, there's several food sources on Akua rather than just corn dogs now. You've got the Akua berries that you can pick. You've got corn dogs still exist, but they also have something else apart from honey and the Akua berries. I don't remember. Oh, the protein, plant proteins that are on the ground. Those are now also on Akua. They're like little white things. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to set up a little base in here, and I'm going to use the MS Titan as a base. Now I'm going to set the survival constructor up right in here. This way we can just go ahead and start working on things. Let's see. Okay. That, and then it also wants me to make a motorbike. Because apparently they added the motorbike as a thing. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to add one of these into there to get that done. And then find edible plants and medical plants. So let's go ahead and check the rest of these. I'll take those. I'll leave those in there, and I'll use these as storage. Oh, nice. Assault rifle. That way I don't even have to worry about those drones either. So let me go ahead and get my hotbar set up. Okay, now find edible plants. Alright, let me see if I can find one of those the plant proteins, so that I can show you what those look like. I saw them and had been getting them on Omicron, but I just started a game earlier today on here, but I figured I'd start over with you guys so I can just show you guys all this stuff. Another thing you'll notice is that the animals, certain animals now travel in packs, and as you can see, there's a leader to the pack right there. So here's the edible plants. I'm guessing the protein thing counts as both medical and edible, but it counted as edible when I grabbed it on the previous playthrough. But so you can actually come out and forage for food in the forest and get honey and all sorts of things in here, even though it does cause the frame rate to go a little wonky. At least you don't have to, continually go to the mountains to get corn dogs and scavenge around. And there's also new types of trees that you may notice. I mentioned that, but I need a medical plant. There's a lot of edible plants around, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab those so I don't have to worry about it later when I actually start starving. Okay. What is this? Varan root. What is that? I've never seen that before. Poisonous bite cure and a health thing. Although apparently it doesn't count as a medical plant. I really need to find some aloe or something. They also changed... Oh, here's a medical. They also changed the look of the aloe plant in the wild. It no longer looks like that small leafy thing. It looks like... If I could find one, I could show you. Let's get back to the Titan before that drone gets over there and starts shooting. And I'll just take the drone out with this assault rifle. Come on over here, droney. Now, I did put the difficulty a little higher. So it's a little harder to take out things. Drones appear more often, and it's harder to kill drones and creatures and stuff like that. Okay. Aloe often is in the fields. Ow. Got some fiber here. I think this over here is the textured plant protein that I was talking about. Yeah, textured plant protein. Those are all over Omicron, but there aren't a whole lot of them on Akua. There didn't used to be any, but now there are a little bit. Also, you may notice there are birds flying around in the sky. I have yet to been able to actually attack any of the birds, so I think they're just background, but I could be wrong about that. I could just be completely missing hitting them. So, oh, is that... What is this over here? That is just a plant. Okay. Anyway, let's get back into the... Oh, and they added these new things, which at first I thought would be hostile, but apparently they're not. They're just giant dog things. And there's a raptor pack. Okay. Now, let's come on back in here. And another thing that I wanted to show you guys is this. The motorbike. They added this into the game. It's a land transport that you can put down and pick up, and you can use it to get around quickly earlier on. In my last playthrough, I actually used the motorbike to find the MS Titan front part. Now, I don't really want to stay in the front part all the time because it's not the best place to stay, but it is a better place than nowhere. So, all right. I've got all those in there. So let's get on the motorbike and see if I can find any aloe. Now, driving the motorbike is a little wonky. You don't steer with the mouse, you actually steer with WASD. So it's a little different than everything else in the game, but it is a good way to get from place to place quickly. But unfortunately, it's not the easiest to steer. If you just take a hard right, sometimes it actually spins out. So, okay. Alright, it wants us to consume an item. So I'm just gonna, let's just eat that. Okay. Now it wants us to kill an animal and loot an animal. So let's see if I can find a lone animal, because I don't want to go after the raptors anymore, because raptors are not easy to kill when they're in a pack, especially this early on. So if I could find like a trike or something, that would be... Oh, you see like that? The thing spun out. There's some Talon Guardians. I don't want to fight all them. Also, of course, you may have guessed, the motorbike does not work underwater. I figured I would go ahead and point that out in case you guys were wondering, but it does not. Okay, there should be a trike over here. There used to be. So I'm just gonna stop, pick this up, and walk into here and see if I can find that trike. Now, Akua is not the only planet that got an overhaul. From what I understand, all the planets made an overhaul, or got an overhaul. So I'm actually going to try to continue this bit as a series. It won't have as many updates as frequently as the regular series. But whenever I discover something new, I will bring you guys back into this. I'll just be playing it on my own for a while until I get to parts that are new, things that you can do with the honey, and like if there's anything, you know, else. Okay, let's take out this slime here. Alright, kill and loot. Alright, that's done. Let's go get me a salami and then see if there's anything in our inventory, the tech tree that has been changed, because I haven't had a chance to check that yet. I pretty much started a new game once I decided that... Dang it! Okay, I think it would be best if I get in my little rabbit hole. Come on over here, minigun drone. What, you afraid of me now? Huh? Huh? There I am. What, did you lose me or something, huh? Yeah, that's right. I'm right here. What, you can't start shooting at me? Because every time you do, you go out of sight from me. I'm running out of bullets here. There we go. I did start with the normal start for the escape pod contents rather than hard. So I did start with a few materials and stuff so I can make a little bit of stuff for the whatchamacallit, yeah, for like ammo and such if I run out. I've also got this emergency O2 generator, which I don't know if I showed you guys before. When you start on easy, you don't start with that. You instead start with a full O2 generator. But if you start on normal or hard, you'll start with the emergency O2. Now, let's just start off with the tools. Okay. Gonna need a multi-tool. I'll go ahead and get that. Doesn't look like there's anything in here that has changed. Except for the fact that... I don't know if that was there or not. I see no reason to make another chainsaw, but... you never know. So, looking in the base, because that's where we're going to start off. It doesn't seem like anything extra has been added. That I can see. You've got the T3 fuel tank, T2 large generator. That looks all about the same. In the weapons, I'm going to need this. Hold on, let's go ahead and cook up that so that I can get that quest done before that spoils. So I don't see anything else inside the tech tree that's been changed. So I think that's pretty much all the updates that I can show you right away. It's basically the motorbike, which is pretty cool, and the visuals on Akua that I showed off that have changed. And if I'm not mistaken, they updated every planet and not just Akua. So that's pretty cool. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you guys look forward to seeing more updates on what they have done with 3.0. Now, I will probably only cover the parts that I have already covered in the primary series. So I'll start here, and then I'll probably go from here to the moon, then to Omicron. But hopefully there are going to be some POIs here that I haven't yet covered in either of my other series, the Take 2 or the regular one, so that we get a little extra experience and stuff shown off here. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button. And if you want to see more Empyrion Galactic Survival, go ahead and subscribe. I'm KnowItAllDM, and as always, y'all have a good day now.